everybody, this is Vicki Ross, and this is a live stream, so be prepared for anything that might happen. We never know. And since it is a live stream, there will be people joining in the chat. Feel free to join in, or at least just say hi, and we'll know you're there. So feel free to skip over some things. I usually wait 5 or 10 minutes after I go live for everybody to get their notification, and then we'll go to work. So I hope y'all are having a happy Tuesday and ready to do some stuff. Need to quit futzing. And I need to turn the volume off on my phone. All right. The littlest detail can screw you up. Hi, Georgie. How are you? Getting out some distress oxides. I think I'm going to stop with those 3. Oh, those 2. Make sure nothing's going to fall. Yeah, happy, joy. Or happy, yo-yo. Got this new little stamp from AliExpress. This one and this one are really cool. And that one. And that one. Hi, Peg. I was going to text you today and tell you not to go into any bars in Iowa. They say they're deadly with COVID. So don't go in any bars. Drink at home. It's cheaper anyway. Oh, I have floaters in my eyes, and I looked at that Joycey. I thought it said I'm preg. I thought, uh-oh. Lordy. Yeah, we're about, 10, 15 miles from the University of Arkansas. And they started last week, and by the end of that week, they had 7 students and 15 faculty and staff. So you know darn good and well that's going to spread. I'm still staying in. We do get out occasionally if we trust the restaurant that we're going to. I forgot to turn off autofocus. Too many things to remember all at once. And now I'll go dark for a few seconds, so just stay with me. And here I am back. Well, the kids, just like all kids, I was never a kid, so this doesn't apply to me. I didn't drive off with the speaker at the drive-in theater still in my car window. Nope, not me. They think they're invincible. They think it's not going to hurt them, and even if they don't know that, even if they get a mild case, chances are they're going to have lifelong issues with it. So I don't know. Anyway, doggone it, y'all, and then New Orleans. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. We've got a few that are quiet, so we'll just let them be quiet. This month's Printables from Robyn McClendon. The link to her stuff is in the description below. I thought I put that up. Hang on. I'm adjusting my height here. That's a little better. Thought I had it all fingered out. Come on. All right. These are 13, I believe, backgrounds from Tuscany. Let me just read you what she said about it. Nice backgrounds, and you can use in any way you want. Please click image of a boat. I just did this today. Okay, just about there. Old walls of the Yucatan. I was going to say something else like in Italy, but I was wrong. Old walls that she photographed on her most recent trip to Mexico. And she spent most of her trip in the Yucatan, and her favorite thing to photograph are old doorways and old walls. So you can tear these into pieces. You can collage with them in little tiny pieces. Y'all have seen my faces that I do with pieces. This was last month's set of printables. Or you can use these as a base to add some of your jelly printing on top of, which makes it look like yours. I mean, it completely transforms it, but this gives you a starting point. I always do this when I get on the phone with y'all. You choke me up. I have no idea what this is. It looks like a mushroom. I have no idea. I need to ask her. It's kind of scary looking. That's a beautiful texture right here. And you don't have to use the whole thing. You choose what you want. And if one of them is not quite the color you want, there are a million ways to add filters to these. Have a dark shadow. Oh, that's from here. And you can lay it down and then put a real thin coat of paint over it, or a paint of watered down gesso, if it's too strong for what you have in mind. And that kind of looks like a thatched roof to me, but I don't know. That's beautiful. There's a darkish one. This one with the pinks is nice. We've done some jelly prints that look like that, or similar. And I like this one that she probably ran a filter on to get it to look blue. It's really nice. Of course, that's one of my favorites this month. Another one. I think I printed that one twice. One of these had lettering on it. I think she's out in the wilderness somewhere. And this is the one that we saw earlier with the, but it has some of her scripting on top. So because of the team aspect, I keep a whole month put in a folder where I cannot get it out. So I can always pull the folder and know what I'm looking for. And then I try to print. My printer's not crazy about onion skin. And it does not have a rear feed. So anyway, I like onion skin for collage because it tends to blend in with what's already on the page. So there are Robyn's printables. Link is below. A couple weeks ago, I decided that I needed just some time to veg and had my music on and try to find some of that zen I talk about all the time. So I just took my jelly plate and used it as a stamp and made these patterns on these pages. Just layer upon layer. I've tried to stay as transparent as I could so I could have a bunch of layers. And I used the 2019 collection of Stencil Girl Stencils, the monthly program. I hate to admit that I sometimes wait 7 or 8 months to open mine. That's just awful. But anyway, I got some really cool textures and I like it. And I pulled this one maybe to work on these 2 pages. And this one I particularly love. I must have been in a girly state of mind that day. Very soft and feminine. And that's why I pulled this piece. Just for some contrast. It's a little bit different, but not really. I mean, I've got the little bluish color and I've got some little orangey colors. So that one works pretty good. I had so much fun that those 2 days I just kept going. And here's one. And I used, no, that's not the one I used it on. Another one. Just using different colors. I didn't have any plan or goal or anything. And this one turned out really good. I like it a lot, especially this side. And if you wanted to, you could just keep on going. I mean, you could just keep on adding. It looks like I tore a little piece of paper there. Yeah, it's all right. So I pulled a couple that I thought might relate to that, since I've already got a lot of a background on there. And this is can you believe this is just a leftover pull? That's gorgeous. I would probably not think about using these two colors together, but they work extremely well. So I don't know which one we're going to do, so I think I'm just going to do the first one. I'm kind of proud of myself. I've gotten a lot of pages done in this big baby. Without further ado, and I can always go back to some of the other months and find some that have turquoise in them. Turquoise. Let me see who's coming in. Wow, Peg. Bye, Peg. You be careful. Take breaks. Okay? For those of you who've been following the ZenZone projects, we're already up to project 5, and some of those have multiple weeks in them because the videos are only about an hour long. And then I just do the next hour the next week. So the other thing you can do, and I'm on onion skin here, you can turn it over and have a beautiful reverse print. The ink just goes through it. So that's fun to know. So if anybody has any questions, Joycey is my moderator, and she knows that sometimes I lose myself. Let's see what we've got. Here she goes. I haven't done any intuitive stuff in a long time. I think I am going to use some of this. This is July, and I did do some jelly printing on top of the printables. Kind of makes it your own. And I think really you wouldn't have to use, and there's no advantage to using onion skin on these. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we're going to use some of that too. Looky there, looky there. All right. I'm just going to jump right in, guys. This is called Intuitive Collage or Intuitive Journaling, because you really don't have a design in mind when you start. You pick out some pieces of things that you want to use, and then just take off. I printed these out of Acrobat, and I kind of wonder if I could have gotten a full page print or bleed if I'd have printed it from something else. That's good enough. Good enough for it's for. Just want to get part of this. Peg, bless her heart, is working her butt off. I couldn't do it. She must get more exercise than I do. I have no preconceived ideas at all. And I'm going to put the orange over here because it's mostly blue. Well, we're the proud owners of a new Subaru Tribeca. The old one was 15 years old, but those things are supposed to last forever. Decided to throw an engine rod, and it was going to cost more to get it fixed than the car was worth. 15 years old and 150,000 miles, so we got the goodie out of it. We haven't had a car payment in over 10 years. I'm going to make some rough tears right here. I could have done that with water, didn't even think about it. I didn't get much better tear there. I'm going to move this up just a little bit, like right in there, and then decide which side I'm going to use, the more subtle or the brighter. Oh, wait a minute, I moved the part I was going to paste down. Chicken. Hey, Tanya. Thank you. If you have any questions, let me know about the ZenZone projects. I am halfway through October in future projects for you, so I will not run out of source material. Okay, what did I pull this out for? Oh yeah, I might want to use some of these circles. I have a tendency to go small. Sometimes you just need to break out of that. Here's one. And then my computer my laptop has decided to give me problems. It uses a USB-C ports, and for some reason it's not up to the quality Apple usually does. So instead of buying a new computer, I'll just have to start doing my Final Cut Pro stuff over there on my big computer, since it's got a brand new hard drive in it. Thank you very much. And that would be a puppy. And his daddy is home. So, BJ. Papa was given orders not to leave the house without taking them. That's so easy. I don't think you can fussy cut any better than that. Now these little pieces will dissolve a little bit, but I'm feeling particularly ticky today. Okay, so we've got that one. I love it when the onion skin wrinkles on the plate. When I did these, I didn't really feel like I had accomplished a whole lot, but now that I'm going back through them, it really does enhance them. Ah. Okay. Let's pull this one from July. If you leave the house, you have to take them with you. Y'all heard it, didn't you? BJ, stop. Tanya, have you seen anything that I need to edit or that I've left out? For those of you who don't know, the ZenZone Projects are new every Sunday. I give you an announcement video and then link it to the project pages where I let you download my source materials, photos, and stuff like that. And then on Mondays, if you choose to paint along, you know what I'm going to do, and you've got your stuff gathered together. And the project is released on Monday. And it's about an hour long, and they don't always finish in one video. And then on Tuesdays, I'm live right here, and you can ask me questions. I think I'm going to leave that. And I'm just going to do I'm going to do the part of this one that's showing. And then I'll cut that part off. Yeah, they if that went there. This could go here. Could do something like that. I'll just take off and start collaging. Start putting it down. I'm just going to tear this piece. You want, it's called same but different. And what that means is if you've got circles in your work or in something that you're doing, then put other circles that aren't quite the same. They're different size or different in some way. And I say this every time I do this. It amazes me how things, you just happen to have something that just looks right. These colors also are out of my comfort zone. I'm not much on warm colors. I like cool colors. Everybody kind of has a propensity for one or the other. Let's see, that's August. I said July, I meant August. I'm going to put that back because I want to work more with September. You know, I think I'm going to start with what I've got. And I am going to put some Distress Oxides. Hummus. Yeah. On the pages before I lay stuff down. And I'm going to dig out this new stencil. It just has some marks on it. How did they get it in there? BJ. Oh, the heat sealed it. Shoot, I can't even see that. Okay. If I need to, I can block off the pieces that I don't want to print. Oh, that's great. I didn't get any because you're supposed to condition them first. Let's see what I've got up here. I don't know if this is like a pink eraser or not. It's pink, so. Let's try it again. My ink pad's wet. Let's try a different color. So wait a minute, I know something else that'll work. I can hear y'all out there going, hey, 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 use this, use this. Hey, Joy. Oh, good, Tanya. I'm so glad. Because that's my aim. All right, that's just not going to show up. So, that was the darker one. What do we got? What do we got? We've got everything. It's just a question of finding it, putting your hands on it. I don't want black soot. Hickory smoke, maybe. I have studied with some of the great modern artists, and I don't think about what I was taught all at once. I think about it as I'm doing something. So the best way to transfer that to you is you just have to put up with the dribble and the hums and the quiets, and yeah, it's printing. It's what's on the background that's keeping it from. Yeah, see? See? I knew it was under there. I just didn't want too much. Oops. And then I bought a couple of these when Seth was having a closeout sale, a couple of his circle stamps, which I think are awesome in their simplicity. Can't pass up a sale, right? These are just kind of poke through here and there. It's my plan. As much as I ever have a plan. Oops. It was for. Oops. Oopsie daisy. perfect. Look how that lighter ink, you probably can't see it so close in value, but that's pretty cool. And I need some of the Tim Holtz word stamps that Robyn has. And I just haven't justified buying them yet. Let's use this one right here at the top. I would never make a card maker because I get too, I don't care if the stamps are half or quarter or, okay. Now let me see if I've got some words. Y'all get out of here. You get out of here. I'm so mean. Miss Minnie may be pregnant. We don't know yet. Feathers. Don't have any word stamps in here. Excuse me. I tried to watch a video the other night and this person was having bad sinus problems. It was gross. Okay, I'm trying to keep an eye on. Let's go. What do you think? We've got a little bit of stamping. I'm going to put this down before it has a chance to curl up all the way. So far, my organization thing up here has done pretty good. Little drawers for things like this. And I like my little rubber scraper. Credit cards work well too. But you have to be a little more careful about scarring or making holes in your paper. Part of the reason why colors blend with what you've already got is because you're kind of using the same colors on everything you do, except there's a lot of those same colors. So I'm not sure how true that is. Look how that just blends in like it's part of that page. We'll go ahead and put that down. I'm going to put it on what I think is the brighter side. Joycey, there's another new glue stick that Robyn and Patti are trying out. It's called Giotto. It's from Italy. Can't buy it here in the States yet. It's less expensive than Uhu. And it comes in a liquid stick with an applicator and an Uhu style stick. But it's not as wet. So it's stronger putting it on. Now, if I hadn't been talking so much, I could have ripped that edge a little, but we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. Anyway, the only place you can get them right this second is in out of England, and they're not bad. They're like a couple bucks a piece. Okay, now I had that little piece. There it is. I found it. You can quit looking. See, that'll just, I don't want it directly in the center, so I'm going to move it down. And turn it around. See, look, it just grew there. I don't know how it got there. I kind of like the raggedy edges on this one. It's a good thing. I'm doing great, Joy. How are you? I'm having fun getting back to something I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy all of it, but some of it just takes a little more concentration. And that does not suit well for doing a live. It doesn't have to go that way. It can go this way. No rhyme or reason. Then you got that one right there. Do you really want another? I think that's it. Let's do it this way. Yeah, there it is. It's an instinct of balance. And you just keep going until it kind of feels right. And this is a visual acuity that everyone has. They just don't admit that they've got it. Some of us used it professionally, so we're a little bit more aware of it. But it's balance. We've got these three things, these three big things going on. Not that. And it does kind of balance it. If I'd really wanted to balance, I could have brought this one down a little bit, but we're not going to worry about that. I don't know what I got that one for. Do, 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 do. don't think I had anything else planned. I'm hitting a brick wall right here because in my mind, I don't know what else I need. My background is very busy. So I think what I'm going to do is put some stamps. Everything but the kitchen sink and my stamp bowl. Oh, I've got some of those things. I didn't ever take pictures of these. Did I? Or did I not? These are little poppers. Use one of these, it doesn't matter. Kind of mimicking stamps being put on every which way. These are awfully big. I like things overlapped as much as I can. Okay, I'm going to pop these down. This is supposed to be fun, so don't get all caught up in it. You might create a masterpiece. I think that one's horizontal. Doesn't matter. Now I'm gluing straight on the page. It kind of depends on your humidity. And Robyn lives in Arizona, so if she does this, for some reason it stays sticky a long time. See, mine's already pretty dry, it doesn't stick. So pay attention to that. Haphazard. I don't think that has any reason to go anywhere. That makes an L shape, which is desirable. I need some cancellation stamps. I know I've got those in this bucket. Some good colors on that. That's something that oh now Lena sent once upon a time. Where did I put my other little stamps? I'm looking. That's what you get for bragging about being organized. Nope. Well, I'll be darned. Y'all know how that goes. They should be right where I can put eyes on them. Okay, so I'll get I'll get a Distress Oxide red. Let's do something more exotic. Seattle. Use that one right there. Barcelona. Oh, perfect. I love a little touch of red. That's just so cute. Now, is that the only one I got out? Do a stamp, a tag, luggage ticket. Let's do that. Let's do the bicycle one. It's another reason I like Distress Oxides. They don't dry out while you're fiddling. I did the key and the ink is on this one. What did I just say? Yep. Now try it. That didn't work real good. What the hell? Let's do red. Let's see if I can get some of that up. So it'll wash off the paper because that's acrylic. The paper soaks some of it up, which is no big deal. All right, here we come again. That works okay. Now I want the, get all these out at once. I want Salty Ocean. Excuse me, I just burped in y'all's ears. Oh, that didn't hurt my feelings. Perfect. Now then, I haven't done any scripting in a while, so let's do some scripting. What you got to do it with? Oh yeah, I got. What did I do with them? to put them in the bucket where they're supposed to go. No, there's one. Nope. Yep. 11's on. Gotta wait a while to get these natural hair brushes wet all the way through. I saw Patti the other night, and she kept getting bubbles out, which meant that they weren't really wet yet. Let's see if this is still good. I don't believe it is. Into your ink. Sumi, where are you? I should have started this in a glass bowl. All right, now where are we? Let's put a little bit over here where I I'm gonna put a little bit right down there. I'm into lines today, not curvies. There you go. Damn, I almost pulled that off. Didn't do any good to cover this. I was just being frugal. All right. There we have it. Intuitive collage. Vicki's happy. So let me check, make sure that there's something not going on over here I need to know about. Who's on Facebook? Tanya, is it you that's on Facebook? I want to know if StreamYard's pulling those in too. Joy, Facebook. Okay. Okay, so she's not on my YouTube. Hey, Tamiko. Joy does show up on my StreamYard, which means it's pulling in from Facebook and YouTube. It's nice to know. Make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, check the time. Ooh, I did that in kind of record time. I keep wanting to brush that off, which makes me think it's too obvious, but since we're on a roll, let's go. I really like this side with copy on it, so that's what I'm going to do. For no other reason than I just like it. And I'm going to water cut it. If you're careful where you put your line, it won't cut. I mean, it won't tear where it's not wet. I'm not sure that I did that, but so I get in too big a hurry on some of this stuff, which is normal. Somebody else might be fast and furious with painting, or, you know, just kind of get carried away. I love tearing along the grain. Copy. Now then. That's nice. Let's see what we can do with this text. Now, I don't have to leave that together just because Robyn did. I can just do that. The other thing about the water is you've got to be aware that you're doing it on inkjet. So you might get some fading. Y'all be sure, if you're not already, to like, subscribe, and share, and do all that stuff. Ring the bell. My little channel needs all the help it can get. I have been working my tail off on the ZenZone. Oh yeah. Except probably needs to go that way. I like that coming into the page more than not. Again, that's that aesthetic thing. That too. In art, painting, you learn that because you don't, this would lead somebody's eye off the page. Where this, that acts as a stopper, and this pulls them back into the page. Now, that's not that important for journaling, but it is if you're ever going to hang in a gallery with other paintings, because people will just go right off that edge into somebody else's. Lots of tricks. So far, so good. We got circles going again, so let's get Seth's circles out. Choose the other two this time. Seth is such a sweetheart. Now my pumice might show. Because that's, I think, pumice right there. Tamika, this is from Walmart, believe it or not. It's the De La Rowney sketchbook in soft white. The paper in it is really good. I like it for this kind of thing. It's not really showing up. A little bit. A little bit's about all I want. This is in the range of Arteza's, and Michael's sells one in this price range, and quality of paper range. And there's quite a few, like on Jerry's Autorama, all of those retail stores. But if you can just go to Walmart and get one for under $10, I love the paper that's in it. So it's just a little more convenient. Okay, so it was not pumice, it was ice spruce. Well, that's browner. Circle in a circle. Yeah, you can spend a lot of money on a journal, then you sit there looking at it going, God, I think I'm going to save that for something special. And I am the world's worst at saving. Perfect. What's not going on? What have you done? Oh, I think that might be the one that came in broken. Yeah. Yepper. I've got something down here that's got some writing on it. What did he do with it, Vicki? It's that ship one. There it is. Maybe. Nope, that's that one. No, you didn't put it up. There. Nope, that's the tag. Well, there it is. Nope. That's the stripes. Maybe I did. Put it back in my little bucket. That's pretty good. There's the one I was looking for. This is another AliExpress. Packaged a little better. You know, I may have gotten this on Amazon, but a lot of that comes from. Now then, if I just want some text, I could use that. Just the top part, not the sailing ship. Yeah, just enough. You may have to break down. No, you're not going to buy those Tim Holtz stamps. You are not. Got a car payment now. These are kind of cute. Travel. If I do them subtly, like in red, there you go. It just goes on one way. You don't have to use the whole thing. See, the red's nice. I think it's upside down. Nope, that was upside. Doesn't matter. Do it. All right, let's just see what else we've got on there. We can. It's funny how just a little bit of something makes a difference. I don't know where I got this little stamp. It's supposed to be cut apart. Copy. I like it. I'm going to use a few of these just because I've got them. There's 3 right on the top. Threes is another thing you learn in balance. Odd numbers. Somebody dictated that odd numbers were better than more visual. Probably didn't have to get those out right this second. So let's go ahead and put this down. Why don't we? Because it's going to look like it grew there. I don't want it right there covering that type. I just saw that. So let's put it right here. So that was a serendipitous little thing because I kept putting it on there vertically crooked. And then I saw it had that neat writing underneath. And that is from a stencil I got at AliExpress. Look at that. And that's from somebody else's printable on my page. Now this can go vertical. It's just a scrap of right there. Thought about that a long time, didn't I? Now then, these little things traveled, so can't even tell where the edge is. I am going to just put them down in a little row. Put the lighter one in the middle. You need to get it on straight. Man, that is some tough glue. And then get your third one on sort of the same. That's kind of cute. Now you saw me thinking about putting this over here, but I had already decided to put this one here and I didn't want them both equal. So that was my thought process. And I don't mind when the inkjet bleeds. I think it just adds to the grunge. So far, so good. What y'all doing? Nothing. You're not saying nothing. Now then. This one is so delicate. That one maybe. Let's see. Let's take a look. I don't think I want to add another element that strong color-wise. Nope. I'm through with this one. That pink right there might work. There's a couple that might do something with. I love having an inkjet that I can print as much as I want and it barely costs anything. See this little piece right here? It's a little bit different color, but it's in the same values. I really like these that have come back in and jelly printed on top of Robyn's printable. Okay, get the paintbrush out. Interesting. Well, who knows? Who knows? The shadow knows. Okay, now I want that brown off. start out with pretty good area on your desk and you end up with nothing. Okay, now I got that one cleaned up to be able to investigate. I like it. I don't see anything else on that one I like. That's getting kind of strong. Let's take this corner. That's not too bad. Color-wise, they kind of relate to each other. So I'm going to tear this right here. Hold my beer and watch this. I'm going to put that right above that red stripe, or right below it, and right above it, just for something different. And it's going to be crooked because my stamp was crooked. I wonder how that happened. You can butt it right up against that. And then this one goes right there. Just about like that there. Thank goodness you have a little bit of open time. Cool. See, it's just a little bit of a color change, but it's basically the same values. That's how I get my stuff to kind of disappear. And value, for those of you who don't know or need a refresher, is the darkness of a color. And from a distance, whoops, you can see clearly now. Now, from a distance, you can look at it and it will all read as the same hue, which is the red, blue, yellow, green. That's a hue. But when you get up closer to it, it creates interest that's different from what you see from across the room. I don't think I need that. I'm going to get my red paste. And my rubber stamps I've had forever. Yep, didn't get it. Let's see, you don't really need to use the same one. I don't know much about this stuff. Red paste. All right. And I don't think you're supposed to keep it like that. I think you're supposed to take it out of the plastic and stir it. Now y'all know as much as I do about that. And that probably isn't finished, but it is at 80%. So I'm going to call it done for now. I can always come back and add some little postage stamps, or if I can find that darn stamp. I think I put it in there. Could have. No. It's laying loose somewhere. Let's see. One more look. Now that you know what you're looking for. Those might work. They're just sticky. I am just about done. Now they're just by God not in there. So that means they're laying around somewhere else. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the plan. I don't think those are. No, they're not. Perfect. I'm not looking at hue now, I'm looking at value. Okie dokie. Madrid. And if that glue doesn't, it's pretty strong, but should it start lifting, I can come back with some. Oh no, you don't want to get too designy. Good grief, somebody's hollering in there on the TV. Lots of folks are angry. They just need to take some time out and do some journaling. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave it now. I said that already, didn't I? All right, nobody said anything in a while. I know you're still here, but let's call it quits for today. It's almost 2 hours, so that was a pretty good deal. So we got 2 done. 2 different completely ones. So that was a fun day, and thanks for coming to keep me company. Put something down to keep that from sticking. Okie dokie. I'm going to end it now. Like, subscribe, and share. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Bye.